Hey y'all, y'all ready for set 2 of Reconstitution? Let's do it. A nurse is preparing to administer oxycillin 375 milligrams IM. The nurse reconstitutes the vial of oxycillin to yield a final concentration of 250 milligrams per 1.5 milliliters. How many milliliters should she administer? Round it to the 10th. Okay, so dose ordered over dose on hand works for this. What he wants is for them to get 375 milligrams. 375. What we have in our hand that matches this, they got to have the same last name to go in this fraction. I got 250 milligrams. How does that come in 1.5 milliliters? And then we're doing the math. This fraction says this divided by that times 1.5. So let's do it. 375 divided by 250 equals times 1.5 equals. And that's going to be 2 point, it says round to the nearest tenth. So the 5's in the 100th place, and because it's a 5, it'll make that 2 into a 3. So it's going to be 2.3 mLs is what you would give for number 6, that problem. Okay, look at this one. A nurse is preparing to administer nystatin, 400,000 units PO now. Available is powdered 500,000 units per 0.125 teaspoons. The nurse reconstitutes the container of nystatin to yield a final concentration of 500,000 units per 120 milliliters. How many milliliters should you administer? Round to the nearest whole number. Okay, so the dose ordered is the 400,000 units. 400, comma, 1, 2, 3 units. And you're looking for the per. This is a distractor. And this is the one that you're going to use. 500,000 units per 120 milliliters. So 500,000 units per 120 milliliters. Okay. And I'm going to tell you this, and I hope it don't throw you. But when you have two numbers like this, you see how they each have zeros in the same spot? You can mark those out. And it end up being 4 divided by 5 times 120. As long as there's a 0 in the same place for both numbers, you can mark them out and just use 4 over 5. So 4 divided by 5 equals times 120. And you're going to have to give 96 milliliters. I'm going to work that as if we kept all those zeros. If you're going to do all the zeros, promise me you're going to count. 400, 1, 2, 3, divided by 500, 1, 2, 3 equals times 120 equals. You see it's still 96? Okay, I believe you're picking up what I'm putting down. All right, so good luck with that. Some of y'all who know me know. No, I say that and you laugh. So a nurse is preparing to administer clindamycin, 450 milligrams PO now. The nurse reconstitutes a container of clindamycin powder to yield a final concentration of 75 milligrams per 5 mLs. What are you going to give? Round it to the nearest whole number. Okay, so our dose ordered is 450 milligrams. To go in this fraction, it's got to have the same last name. I have 75 milligrams. And how does that come in per 5 mLs? And then we're going to do the math. This divided by that times that. If she wants to see your work, tell her get over here and put your glasses on, Ethel, and look. Because I showed it. 450 divided by 75 equals times 5 equals. And so you will give them 30 milliliters. Okay? I believe you get it. All right, let's do number 9. So a nurse is preparing to administer nafcillin 375 milligram IM to a school-aged child now. Available is nafcillin powder for injection, a 2-gram vial. The nurse reconstitutes the powder to yield a final concentration of nafcillin 250 milligrams per ml. So how many milliliters you going to do? Round to the nearest tenth. So what he wants is for them to get 375 milligrams. And what you have to use for your own hand dose, the 2-gram vial is a distractor. It's powder. But after they reconstitute it, the concentration, and here's your per, is 250 per milliliter. So milligrams, 250 milligrams will go right there per 1 ml. And then we're doing the math. This divided by that, come on. 375 divided by 250 equals. Times 1, it'd still be this. And so they would get 1.5 mLs. It says round to the nearest tenths. Thank goodness, because we had a tenth left over. Okay, you like it. I can tell. Okay, here's the last one. So the nurse is preparing to administer hydrocortisone 250 milligrams intermittent IV bolus now. Available is hydrocortisone powder for injection in a 1-gram vial. The nurse reconstitutes the powder to yield a concentration of 50 milligrams per milliliter. So how many milliliters are you going to give? And it said round to a whole number. So what he wants is 200 milligrams. And what I have, that 1 gram, it's powder, and it's a distractor. And look, they got to put the distractors in there because you're going to be a nurse. And they have to know that you know, I don't need that to work this problem correctly. So milligrams, what milligrams have I got? 50 milligrams per 1 ml. And then we're going to do the math. This divided by that times 1. All right, 200 divided by 50 equals. And then times 1, it'd still be 4. It'd be 4 milliliters is what you're going to give. Okay? All right. That's Reconstitution set 2. And I hope it was everything you could have ever hoped for. Y'all have a good evening. Bye.